Hey guys, I am Foxtrot Delta, and welcome back to some more Star Trek Legacy using both the Ultimate Universe mod 2.2 and the 11 mod. And one of you quite recently wanted to see the Enterprise D, or at least a Galaxy-class ship, go up against 3 Talarian warships, I believe is what you commented. Yep, Talarian warships. Now, I don't have Talarian warships, but I do have Talarian Tyrrell-class cruisers, which look very interesting. It's a very unique design, and they do look pretty cool. I don't know how powerful they are as far as their weapons go. I've used them in the past, and I know I wasn't that impressed with them, but perhaps the AI will be able to use the weapons systems more effectively than I have. Also, I want to say I have seen a lot more suggestions recently in the comments section since I put out those links regarding what ships are in the mod. Once again, in the comment section of this video, I will put those links down there so you guys can check out what ships I can use in Star Trek Legacy, so hopefully you'll be able to make some educated recommendations on what it is you want me to use in my future video scenarios. So we have the Galaxy class here, we have the USS Galaxy. Actually, we have 3 Tyrrell cruisers waiting for us. If it ever loads, there it is. I do love the Galaxy-class starship. If you guys have not checked it out already, please take a look at the Star Trek Bridge Crew video I just made recently. The Next Generation DLC has finally been released for Star Trek Bridge Crew, and I was captain of the Enterprise D, and we were fighting the Borg, and it was insane. So go check that out. I highly suggest it. It's a great game, by the way, as well. Okay, so far the enemy has not opened fire. We do have a torpedo lock and a phaser lock. I'm gonna wait and see what they do. Will they open fire? Yes. Yes, they will. Do they pose any threat? No. No, they don't. They pose no threat to this vessel.
Their forward shield is destroyed. Their damage control systems are offline.
Now perhaps, if we got a larger... Yes, if we assembled a larger fleet of hostile ships, perhaps then they would be some kind of a threat to us.
Their weapons are offline.
Their weapons are offline. That is good. That's a sign that we are winning the battle.
Destroyed.
And the target was destroyed. That's even a more obvious sign. They're currently opening fire on the Tervan. And they have not used their weapons since that first assault. And I do remember when using the Tyrrell-class ships, I did have great difficulty in getting the weapons to actually fire, because I do think they're only really in the front. You have to get your target in front of you. To the side, they're not really that effective, so it's no surprise that the AI is somewhat confused.
Their computers are offline.
So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get a few Federation starships, and then just a small fleet of random alien vessels, and let's see just what kind of fireworks will be happening from that. But we have to destroy these vessels first, of course. Okay. One last vessel in this scenario, the Bravon, or Bravon. This ship has taken no damage.
Their forward shield is destroyed.
Which, it doesn't surprise me that much. A Galaxy-class starship against a few alien frigates. I can't recall ever seeing these ships, actually, except in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I believe they were docked there.
Laser recharge rate
At one point, in one of the episodes somewhere.
Their computers are offline.
Right, their computers are offline. They can't internet search their way out of this situation.
Their life support systems are offline.
That torpedo should have them. Nope, I was incorrect. There we go, that finally got them. Okay, let's set up another battle, one that actually will be somewhat exciting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have returned, and I think this battle will be a little bit more of a challenge. Here I have the Cheyenne class, the USS Awani. I believe this was the only vessel to be salvaged and put back into service from Wolf 359. I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong and people are screaming at me, I'm sorry, but I do believe this was the one ship that was not destroyed out of the 40 vessels that were assembled there. And on our allied side, we have 2 Galaxy-class starships and 1 Excelsior-class. Let me close this. There we go. And on the enemy side, here's where things get somewhat entertaining. We have 2 Talarian-class ships, the same as before, except it's not 3, it's 2. We also have 2 Tellurian cruisers. The Tellurians, I believe, were the one species that had this disease that seemed to be inherent in their species, and they were all dead except for 1 ship. And this one guy in the next generation ended up joining them to try to cure their people, even though there were only 12 of them left, so I really don't think they could restart the population after that, but who knows? And we also have 2 Kessock assault ships, 1 Katarian warship, and 1 Decor-class Ferengi marauder. So it is 4 versus 8. They have us beat 2-1. Let's see if there really is strength in numbers or if it really matters at all. The Tellurians have that pink spherical module in the aft section.
Enterprise.
Here's the fleet. I'm going to actually warp towards our fleet. Or maybe we'll meet halfway. Ah, we did.
On an intercept course. Initiating war.
Okay, we're already attacking the Kessock assault ship, it seems. I believe the Kessock were...
Their shields are gone.
They could have been... I'm scared to even say anything. I can't remember exactly who they are. I think I almost got them confused with the Nihydran. There are Nihydran warships in this game. I believe USS Voyager encountered them in the void. Torpedoes are away. Not sure if the Tellurians have actually opened fire. It's really hard to tell. Let's poke them and find out. Oh, yep, yes they do. Okay. I do recall now they were firing those pink beams at us earlier.
Take us into war.
Well, I will say this. This is definitely a lot more interesting than the last battle. We are taking a lot of fire from the enemy. We do have minor damage to our upper pylon struts up there, and the starboard side of our primary hull. But for the most part, the ship seems to be in one piece. There's the Enterprise. And the Yamato. And the Hood. Okay, incoming vessels. There's another Kessock assault ship. Where is the other Kessock assault ship? Or did we take it? No, there it is. Let's target this one. Gonna warp. Oh, it's on fire. We are taking a beating. It looks like the shields on the Galaxy-class starships, actually on all the vessels, are not doing that well. Mine seem to be doing the best. They're holding up for the most part. Although my hull has taken a lot of hits. They're whittling away at it. The problem with the Cheyenne class is that we just don't do enough damage. Oh, that ship just disappeared. It's this Nebula. It obscures the sensors. We have not used the Tellurian cruiser that often. Now, now that I'm looking at it and looking at its types of weapons, I really do want to use it in future videos, so do expect to see more of that in the future, unless I forget, which is always possible. But it does look really neat. And if you will take special attention to notice this, look at the body style of the Tellurian cruiser. Look at that. It has that same bowling pin hull design as... Is another one out here? Yeah, what is this? The Talarian warship right over here. Let's get a look at that. It's the exact same design. They reused this multiple times throughout the next generation, and I do remember mentioning this in a past video. They just kept on using this design. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It did work, and you can see it's a different size. But I think I would have liked it if there was a little bit more variety. Now, I'm not saying there wasn't variety, but it just seems unnatural that a lot of races would have the exact same type of ship, unless maybe a different race, an unknown third, fourth, or fifth party designed these types of ships, and all of those species bought from the same ship designing company. That could also be what happened, and they each modify them to their own purposes. We just lost nacelle number, I think it's called that nacelle number 4. Now the shields are down on this Tellurian cruiser. It really does seem that they're focusing on my lead ship here, and not that much on the surrounding vessels. Let's get some torpedoes. 2 torpedoes from the ventral, and 2 from the dorsal launchers. There's a large ship. Now, I believe those are the... Oh, no, that's the Ferengi. Gonna return fire, just let them know that, yes, we do recognize they exist, and we are gonna shoot at them. A lot more damage now to our primary hull, as you can see. The shields are buckling. Game just froze for a second, not sure what caused that. Their shields are gone. That is always a good sign. The Enterprise has taken some hits. They're in about the same shape we are, if not a little bit better. Oh, the Hood, though. The Hood is having major problems. And my issue is that I can't get all of my ships to focus fire, because I'm... Oh, no. Is this Nebula destroying things, or... No, it has to be weapons fire taken... Yeah, it has to be getting damage from the weapons fire. Let's see if I can get a weapons lock on this Keswick. Thing is, the Hood was not that damaged a second ago. I don't know what caused it. Unless it got shot by something incredibly powerful. Uh-oh. Just lost the Hood. And the Enterprise. Let's warp out of here. Yamato, come on. Come on, Yamato. She's still okay? I think so. The Yamato escaped. Yeah. I think they may have been struck by... Because I think this nebula makes lightning. Has electronic discharges throughout it, static and whatnot. And I think that may have taken out the Hood. Because I did not see any weapons impact. Maybe if you guys go back and look closer, look at it more closely, perhaps there was something I missed. But I don't think it took any hits there. This Tellurian cruiser is very vulnerable, as are we, but we have shields and they don't, so our torpedoes should do a lot of damage. Not really that much. It was not very impressive. But it's better than completely missing. The Yamato is taking a lot of hits. Oh, we did take out the Tellurian cruiser. Tellurian and Talarian. It's it gets confusing trying to keep them straight. Right? Some photons there. Where is the... Let's see. It's the most heavily damaged ship. Oh, this one by far. Let's get a nice phaser discharge on him. Come on. It's got him. Target destroyed. Did we get the... Okay, the Talarian warship is gone. It's just these 3 vessels.
We have torpedo lock, Captain.
I don't know who's going to win. I mean, the Galaxy class is a strong thing. So it might be able, if its weapon systems aren't damaged, to take on the Decora Marauder all by itself. There goes nacelle number 2. These Keswick assault ships, though, they are durable pieces of machinery. Quite a resilient hull, and their weapons are comparable to our own. I believe those are quantum torpedoes they're firing, or something close to it. And those pulse weapons, even though they have not taken down our shields, a lot of damage has been done to our hull. Mostly by the Keswick assault ship. Okay, I think the Decora Marauder has the attention of the Galaxy class now. The Yamato should be taking care of them. Tellurian cruiser is still there, still trying to shoot me. Putting more power to the shields. We're just not doing enough damage. Doing nowhere near enough damage. But if I divert more power to the weapon systems, then we're gonna lose the shields. It's almost a guarantee. And even if we don't lose the shields, we'll lose the fully reinforced shields as they are now, and we will get a lot of hull damage very quickly. So I'm pretty sure there's no way out of this. We're gonna be under constant bombardment for some time. One thing I do like about the Cheyenne class, though, apart from the issues it has, I mean, I don't like the issues it has, but it does have issues. But setting those aside, it does have a very wide firing arc. There hasn't really been that much time here where I have not been able to get a phaser lock. The phaser strips really reach in every direction, which is good.
Laser recharge rate.
Now, if we had a Galaxy class's weapons on here, or a Sovereign class, ooh, we would definitely be a force to be reckoned with. But we just are not. We don't have enough stopping power in these phaser arrays, which it doesn't surprise me since this is an older next generation vessel. I mean, this was at Wolf 359. These ships, these types of vessels were there, so they're pretty old.
Laser recharge rate at minimum.
Still, we've only damaged the Keswick assault ship about halfway. Our shields are still full, but we do not have long to go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Target destroyed. Let's get out of here. I don't know if the Yamato... Well, it might be far enough away. I think it is far enough. Well, maybe they did just take damage from it. The point is, they aren't going to explode from that explosion back there. Keswick assault ship is back with its shields. Now, I could put full power to my weapons now, since we are both focusing on the Keswick assault ship, and I think the assault ship is focused on the Yamato.
Their forward shield is destroyed.
Right, torpedoes are out. Those shields are gone on the Yamato. Ooh, things are not looking good. They were severely weakened by that Decora class shockwave from the explosion. Now they have changed their target to the Tellurian cruiser. Almost took their shields down with one hit. Our hull is still just hanging in there. Shields are down on the Talarians, but our shields are taking a hit. Let's start diverting power back towards the shield emitters. Alright, all crew, I do suggest you make your way to the escape pods and shuttles. Wherever the shuttles are on this thing. Maybe the shuttle base in the rear. I think that's where it is. Because this vessel does not have long to live. Tellurian cruiser has not really returned fire. Which I'm completely fine with. We can turn around. Get torpedoes. There we go. And let's see about getting a tractor beam on them. Those torpedoes are not hitting. Don't understand it. Come on, one more good hit. There we go. Target destroyed. I don't think the Yamato will be damaged by that at all. Well, unless it turns right into it, which it could. No, I think it's okay. They are suffering damage to their primary hull, and I think the Talarians are lining up a shot on them. I don't know if they're in range yet. Yeah, our weapons are have taken a hit too. Okay. 4 torpedoes away. Firing full phasers. Rapid fire. I do believe we just did a lot of damage there.
Phaser recharge rate at minimum.
Full power to weapons.
Transfer all power to weapons.
Continue firing. Yamato still does not have their shields back up. There we go, we have prevailed. Let's get out of here.
I'm sorry, Captain.
No!
Power, Captain.
No! Yamato! You're too close! You're too close! Oh, they just took a hit. Major damage there.
Diverting energy.
But they lived. They did live. The Yamato was not destroyed. Well, that battle was nerve-wracking. I thought we were definitely going to lose until we had that chain reaction in the Nebula where most of the enemy vessels were lost. And it turns out that was just enough for us to survive and win, even with just a sliver of health left on both of our surviving ships. So that battle took just over 16.5 minutes. We lost, well, we didn't lose our Cheyenne class, so it didn't count as a loss, but we did lose a few of our Allied Federation vessels that were in our fleet. The enemy lost their entire fleet, so that was pretty awesome. If you guys enjoyed this battle, well then please be sure to leave the video a like, and if you are not subscribed and you want to see more, well then please subscribe, because there is always more Star Trek Legacy on this channel. If for whatever reason you guys did not enjoy the video, well, I do apologize for that, and I ask that you leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how I can better improve the quality of the next videos that I produce, so that hopefully you guys will find some entertainment in watching them. And, as always, if you want to see any specific type of ship or battle scenario like this one, well then please be sure to leave a comment in the comment section regarding that, and I will read through the suggestions and ideas, and I will do my best to use those recommendations in my future videos. So, as always, I am Foxtrot Delta, and I will see you next time.